Addo. And then also it is an opportunity for him to announce his squad for the upcoming FIFA World Cup qualifiers against Mali and Central African Republic. It will be recalled that in March this year, the Football Association announced that Coach Otto Addo is taking over as the coach of the Black Stars following our exit from the Africa Cup of Nations in Côte d'Ivoire. So the Football Association put a team together to select the next coach of the Black Stars, and upon exhaustive processes, they settled on Mr. Otto Addo as the next coach of the team. Now, further to that, we also announced that the team will be playing 2 international friendly matches in Morocco. You remember that we played against the Eagles of Nigeria, which ended 2-1, and then we played the Cranes of Uganda, which ended 2-2 in Morocco in March, after which he returned to Germany to finally hand over at Borussia Dortmund, and so he is here on a long-term contract as the coach of the Black Stars. Now, in the first week of next month, we have 2 very important FIFA World Cup qualifiers. The first one will be against the Eagles of Mali in Bamako on June 6th. And the second one will be against Central African Republic at the Babayara Sports Stadium in Kumasi on June 10th. We announced last week that the team will begin camping on Thursday, May 30, here in Accra. Training sessions will be held for a period of 6 days in Accra at the University of Ghana Stadium. And then the team shall depart the borders of Ghana on Tuesday, June 4 for Bamako. The first game is on the 6th, so we shall have 2 days in Bamako prior to the match. After that game, immediately after the match, we shall return to Ghana, precisely Kumasi, where the team will be lodged for a period of 4 days. So on the 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th, the team will be lodged in Kumasi. And then on the 10th, we shall play against Central African Republic in the other Group I game. Now, before I hand over the microphone to the head coach, I would like to mention that we've got some of our technical team members here with us. We've got our assistant coach, John Pinto. Please, let's acknowledge him. We have our goalkeepers trainer, Fatah Dauda, also here. The technical director of the Football Association, Professor Joseph Kwame Mintai, is also here. We've got staff members of the Football Association. I can see my colleague, Esme Menz, chairman of the Regional Football Association and Executive Council member, Samuel Abuabri, Jamil Marabi in charge of marketing, Neil Armstrong, head of PR and strategy. Ladies and gentlemen, let me mention that a lot of considerations were made before these players were settled upon to represent Ghana. However, there were some exceptions due to obvious reasons. The following players are injured, which is why they couldn't make the squad. They are as follows. Baba Idrisu has undergone surgery, so he couldn't make the squad. Iñaki Williams, foot surgery to remove a foreign object in his foot, so he couldn't also make the squad. Majid Ashimeru couldn't complete the Cup of Nations. He returned to Anderlecht. He's been playing. He's been in and out of their squad. He has a left calf muscle tear, so he couldn't also make the squad. Joseph Pinto has a hamstring injury. Nathaniel Ejay was in the squad until he also had an ankle injury. Dennis Odoi also has a knee injury. And then Daniel Amate, he also has an ankle injury. So these players have been left out for injury concerns. Thank you very much. So at this moment, I will hand over to Coach Otto Addo. But before I take your questions, I would like to find out from him how it feels to be back, and not on a part-time basis, but on a full-time basis as coach of the senior national team, the Black Stars.
Okay, thank you very much for a nice introduction. To the injury, let me please add long-term injuries as like Kofice and Otto Addo, and I spoke to them, and I think they're on the good way to come back. Hopefully they will come back soon to join us, and let me use this stage also to wish them all the best, speed recovery. Ghana misses you, and hope that you two will come back soon. Thank you very much for your kind words. I'm really excited and happy to be here, to be back. It was not easy, but the FA had a lot of good talks with Dortmund, and even though I still had 1 more year contract, we managed to get out, and I'm back to be home. I'm happy to be home. I'm back home now. Really excited. Looking forward to the next match. It will be difficult, very difficult. Especially like we are some points behind the first place, and as you know, only the first place will qualify. But it's a tough situation, but I'm looking forward for the game, and I think we will manage it.
Okay, thank you very much for your opening remarks. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for us to take your questions. You raise your hand.
The squad.
Okay, so first, before that, let's go to the squad. I am in a hurry. Okay, so Otto, tell us your squad, or present to us your squad for the next 2 games. Thank you.
For the goalkeepers, we have Lawrence Atiji Ziggy from St. Gallen. We have Joseph Wallacott from Hibernian. We have Frederick Asari from Asante Kotoko. Defenders, we have Gideon Menza from Auxerre, Ebenezer Annan from Novi Pazar, Mohamed Salisu AS Monaco, Jerome Opoku from Başakşehir, Istanbul. Then we have Abdul Mumin from Rayo Vallecano, Alexander Djikou from Fenerbahce, Istanbul. We have Alidou Seydou from Stade Reims. We have Tariq Lamte from Brighton and Hove. In the midfield, we have Mohamed Kudus from West Ham United. We have Ernest Nouama from Olympique Lyon. We have Salis Abdul Samit from RC Lens. We have Ibrahima Sulemana from Cagliari. We have Thomas Partey from Arsenal. We have Edmond Addo from Radnitsky Nice. We have Elisha Owusu from AG Auxerre. We have Abu Francis from Cercle Bruges. And then remaining the forwards, we have Osman Bukhari from Red Star Belgrade. We have Abdul Fattah Ishiwaku from Leicester City. Antoine Semenyo from Bournemouth. We have Jordan Ayew from Crystal Palace. We have Ibrahim Osman from FC Nordsjælland. We have Kamaldeen Sulemana from FC Southampton. And we have Brendan Thomas Asante from West Bromwich Albion. That's it.
So, ladies and gentlemen, those are the players for the 2 matches. Campaign begins tomorrow. 26 players have been named. Your comments are welcome now. The floor is open for your questions, please. Silence, please. The floor is open for your questions. You raise your hand, you tell us your name and your media house, and then your question. Thank you. Zainab.
My name is Jerome Butchery, freelance journalist. I'm more interested in the long-term projects than the names of the players. Do you know about the Ghana football DNA?
If I what?
The football DNA. And how does it fit into your 3-year or long-term plan? Thank you.
Okay.
okay, I can't really say that I know everything about Ghana's DNA. I think Ghana has a great history, football history, with great players in the past. We had really, really good times. I think the last really good times were when players like Michael Essien, Asamoah Gyan, Sule Montari, a lot of players were in the best form. I think for me, Ghana football stands for good football. And this is maybe I want to use the opportunity. It's difficult to promise victories because in football you can be better than your opponent, and at the end they will score and they will win, or one slight mistake will happen. But I think I will take the opportunity to be brave enough to promise you that we will play good football, because I've been studying football for a very long time, and for me, the boys, especially in Ghana, they like to play with the ball. This is how they grow up when they're playing on the streets, and this is what I want to implement. And I think this is the easiest thing to implement, because they will have joy having the ball, trying to dominate. I know that we will face opponents sometimes which are stronger than us, where we need to defend more, but in general, I want to bring back to the joy with the ball. I want to create a culture, and this I think has been the culture in the past, not to be fearful when you have the ball. I know that there's high demands on the players, and it's difficult. There are difficult times, and there's a lot of pressure on the players, but I want to take the pressure away to allow them to do mistakes, because this is the only way we can, in long term, we can give them the confidence to play what they can. We know what they can. If you walk around the streets of Ghana and you see kids playing, you see what they are able to do, and this is what is in our players. And it's my job to bring it out, to bring in a culture with good habits, because good games don't come just like this. It comes with good preparation, to prepare them well, as good as I can with my coaching staff, which are helping me, and to bring in their ideas, to bring in their knowledge, and together I think we can create for the long term a very good Ghana national team. Thank you.